FlossTube, it's Julie, SylverStitches. It is Tuesday, February the 11th. I always have to record that part twice because, well, not always. You always see me screw up. I decided I wanted to just restart. Anyway, this is a channel about cross stitch and stitchy stuff and life in general. So here we go. Welcome to Ontario, Canada. I am in Carleton Place, Ontario, just west of the city of Ottawa. I'm going to start with whips. I don't know any of my stitch counts this week. I didn't look them up. It's Tuesday morning. I'll tell you about Monday when I was supposed to film. It didn't happen, clearly. Okay, so the first one I have in my pile here is my Sad Fairy by Heaven and Earth Designs. The designer is Elena Lazareva. Look at me go. It's only like been 6 weeks of trying to say your name. Alright, so here's where I'm at. I'm working on this line going down. I realized that, will this turning this light off help? Half and half, eh? Maybe, who knows? Okay, so, alright, so, no, now we're on all shadowy. Okay, so here is where I stopped because look at this. Can you see that? Look at the mess. I decided brilliantly I need to have a thread plan because I had some threads up here, like hanging over the ledge, and then I started stitching them in. What? Why? Anyway, so I only, if I can remember correctly, it was only like 50 something stitches on that. I went up and down. It wasn't a lot. I haven't posted it on Instagram because I was so frustrated with it. So, because of the tangling disaster, I cut it out. I can't, apparently, what, wow, dropping piece nut holder things. Apparently I can't, that's okay, whatever. I can't pull out the back of the threads. That's what I was trying to say. Habba. So today is brought to you by Tim Hortons. It's been far too many days that we have not gone with Tim Hortons, which is good, I guess, for my budget. But past that, my mental health has been a little bit wonky. Yesterday was a completely low day, like not feeling like doing anything. I didn't really start stitching until like mid-afternoon. My lamp, well, I'm folding the fabric so I can put it back in the project bag. So yesterday, why I didn't stitch, I got up late because I'm coming down with this cold thing. So I'm washing my hands now more than ever because of this corona thing, the coronavirus. I know it's not in Eastern Ontario yet, but you never know. So, and plus I live with an autoimmune person. So, yeah, washing my hands, then I get sick. What? I was absolutely fine before. Okay, so, regardless. So I did an hour of, and then I didn't stitch on Sunday either, because, you know, life happened, or I don't know what, but, so I did 60 minutes on my daily 30 on Monday, so that was, you know, more time than needed. Not needed, because I wanted to do it because I was on a roll, but more time than normal on my daily 30, and then I rolled my wheel. Where's the book? I've also started a book, but I'm going to tell you about that later because oh, it's over there. Maybe I'll pause. We'll see. That's going to be an end thing because, you know, we're here for cross stitching. So, also started a book. So in my head, because I'm not a reader, but I want to read. So the best way to start reading is, you know, start reading. So, I figured a chapter a day, right? Because that's not asking a lot, is it? It's like, you know, depending on the chapter, 5 to 10 pages a day. So that's not bad, right? So the book is 31 chapters, so I'll be done in 31 days. Does that make sense? But then I didn't read on Sunday, so then I'm a day behind on reading, so I didn't read a chapter, no, I read a chapter, I read only one chapter yesterday. I was supposed to read 2, right? But it's what it is. Next project. So the wheel this week was very deceiving. It got me to work on only like 3 projects the whole week. I'm a little whip goat out, people. I want to do something else. But regardless, here is Snow Much Fun. Snow Much Fun. It's a design by Ursula Michael. It was my Stitch With Me. Oh, I can't put it up there. Okay, it was a Stitch With Me on my Saturday Stitch With Me. I worked on his arm and his mitten. No, I worked on his mitten. Sorry, I worked on his mitten. So yeah, it was good. And then yesterday during I rolled it, spun it. I worked on his little arm. So his body is there. I mean, his arms are there. He still needs a face and his whole body. When I put it on my whip go board, I said, oh, okay, it's only going to be, you know, one more day. This is a full-out project, my friends. A full-out, almost, holy cow. Anyway, so I'll show you a picture of, you can presume what he's going to look like now, because he's got his hat and his little shovel. So it's just really snowman. Snowman is left. Apparently I'm putting things that are done down there. Okay, so, oh, I do have a cord in there, so I can charge my phone if it says beep, 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 because that's what we're playing the game today. Alright, so he is over here. If I could show you the pattern, it would be a much bigger situation, but here he is right there, this little guy. So I've got his shovel, his scarf, his arms, his hat done. I just need his face and his little body. So I was originally going to do the whole series. There's 8 of them, I think, in that lineup that looks like this. But then I was playing Fabric Chicken and I needed fabric for something else. So I was going to do them all in a line like this, but that didn't end up happening. So maybe when he's done, I'll put them in circle hoop frames. Yeah, circle frames. And call it a day. So my next whip go piece, because that was number 23. My next thing that kept getting called this week was my, he's upside down, was my W Mum mini banner winter. He's not making as much progress as I want him to be making because I think it's the black fabric, but stitching is stitching no matter how much, right? His numbers are definitely smaller than everybody else's numbers when I finish stitching at the end of the day, but that's okay. Here he is. So his jacket is done. I think I have a little bit of that dark red over here, but it's essentially done. This is one of his mittens up here. This is like the strap around his body to be able to have the bag, I think. No. Is he pulling the sleigh? He might be pulling the sleigh with, oh, I gotcha. It's the rope that's pulling the sleigh. See? The rope that's pulling the sleigh. Anyway, or the white. Yeah, I guess that could be a sleigh, eh? With all the presents. I can't wait to stitch in green. That's all I gotta say. Can't wait to get to the day when I'm on to the presents. I think I'm gonna finish him first, though. And then do the presents. And then do the border. I don't know. Each one of these have been different. So, how I stitch each one of them. They are, and there's a set. They're all 4. So all the seasons, spring, winter, fall, and summer. I showed you them all last week, so go to last week's video, and you can see the finished, well, my finished, I didn't backstitch, but the finished product of the fall one. So then, and then, I got up late, I read my chapter, I did an hour of my, my daily 30 piece that I was going to do, that I am doing, sorry. Did I show you this one last week? I don't know. Maybe I just didn't take it out of the bag. I'll show it again. That's okay. You guys like seeing what I do. So, sorry, there was just more than I thought there was in there. So my next piece is my daily 30 piece. I work on it 30 minutes a day. That's how I'm doing it. I don't know if that's the way you're supposed to do it, but I'm sure you're crazy about this girl and not wanting to see her anymore. But here she is, girl at piano. This is all background border background all filled in. So I had a question from a viewer, and is that all going to be all filled in the back? Yes, it is. Yep, it's 47 by 44, and the girl is like 30 by 30 or something. So she is from Something in Common Designs. It's from 2002. I got it off of a freebie website back in the day. And here she is. So yesterday I made the most progress, I think, only because I had an hour to stitch on her. So this is the end of this. Yeah, that's the end. So that's the most far right point. And then when I get up to the top, I'm going to do the same thing. And then it should just be easy peasy stitching, right? Just back and forth. No more trying to manipulate between colors or anything. But the good news is I only have the back stitching left on that and the rest of the stitching. And then it's done. And then I can move on to my next, who knows, who knows what it's going to be, but I kind of think I might know right now. So, there we go. Last piece that I had in here was from Owl Forest Embroidery. They started, they didn't start, they have a series out on their website. I don't know if, I think, well, it's from their website, so, and it's a freebie. So they have they're called Fairytale Houses or something. So I'm going to put this all the way back here. This, I don't really understand what this part up here is. I don't get that part, but because it's only the pattern. So this is Hut on Chicken Feet. Can you tell me what fairy tale it's from? Because I'm still guessing. You can clearly see on some of the other ones that, oh, that's the Three Little Bears. And, oh, that's, you know, blah, 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 blah. But where does the Hut on Chicken Feet come from? Is it a Russian fairy tale that I don't know about? Anyway, so that's Owl Forest Embroidery. Back in December, I found all of them, and I was going to start one house a day, one hut a day. Nope, one hut a month. I was going to start one hut a month, and I was going to start like a monthly, like a January, February, March series, again, once a month, but that didn't end up happening clearly. So here he is. I think I did this, I want to say I did this all in one day, because I thought I was going to be able to finish him all in one day, but he did not finish. I'm not going to finish so the whole pattern, because it's a whole lot of specialty stitches, and I'm not really a specialty stitch kind of girl, because, you know, backstitch. So this is all filled in, backstitch, specialty stitch. I might do this border along here if I have enough space. I might shrink it a little bit, and I might do this staff, whatever that is, the haystack staff, beside it, but if I have enough space. But I only really cut it out to be able to just have the house, the hut. I like the chicken feet though. Those are adorably cute. Look how cute those are. Oh my goodness. Anyway, and he is not backstitched. No, and that's why I love him. Because that's it. After I'm done stitching in whatever color this is, I don't remember, then it's going to be done. So I don't know. I just like the name of it. That's why, that's not why. I wanted to do all 12. Again, I was going to put them in a hoop. 12 hoops. Line them up somehow. Maybe, this is number 7 in the list, so, of charts. So if you want to go out and find it, all I did was Owl Forest Embroidery Freebies, maybe, and it took me right to their site, and there was this, and then there was something else, but it wasn't, they have a lot of stuff, but, oh, on to that. I don't have, I'll insert a picture. I just might surprise you next week. I did some online shopping, guys. I've never in my life, not me, James did, because he got me that Angel's Swing from Wish that time, but no, I went to a real website, guys, a real one, and I got some stuff. One stuff, but, you know, budget. Very exciting. Okay, so that's it for whips. Yeah, so no stitch counts this week, because they're all on the phone that I'm filming on, of course, because why not? So, on to purchases, because I have some, finally. I used to get, because Michael's is far away from me, so, but I have a Michael's card and I really need to use it. But, oh, I have something else to talk about after that, but it is what it is. Where'd the bag go? So, I have a Walmart story. So, Walmart, okay? We got a gift card from our landlord at Christmas for a certain amount of money, as our Christmas present, and so a gift card to Tim Hortons and a gift card to Walmart. So the Tim Hortons one was gone within like a week. Okay, no lie. But we were holding on to the Walmart one for I don't know what. So I know it's only been like a month and a half. That's okay. That's okay, guys. That's okay. So I knew that I needed more fabric just in case something else came up on the new start wheel. So I got 18 count Charles Craft Ada, just white, because you know that's what I do. So it's only 15 by 18, but it is what it is. It's not like the massive rolls that I got for Christmas, but that's okay, right? Because that's what they have. And I noticed, because my Walmart now is getting better into cross stitch again. Like I don't know, they did a circle. I don't know. They realized. So on my autumn videos. Okay, on my autumn fairies, which is also a Haid, I can't remember, Karen Middleton, maybe? Anyway, here are 3 colors that I did not have that I needed to continue, because I ran out of, remember my 211 debacle from last week? Color changing, maybe it was the week before. Anyway, so I got those. Speaking of DMCs, one of my viewers who has the exact same birthday as I do, her name is Leanne, and she has graciously offered, so I guess she got a whole lot of DMC off of Marketplace on Facebook or something. She acquired a whole lot of floss. Anyway, so she's going to go through her doubles and send me what I don't have. Yippee! So I might be able to acquire the whole set, the whole DMC. So this was, if it came up, I don't have, anyway. They were 70 something cents. So, yeah, so I have the list ready. I just need to figure out how I'm going to get it to you. That's all. So hopefully then in a couple more weeks, once she sorts through her stuff and I finally get my procrastinating bum off the whatever and get that list sent to her, I'll have hopefully a whole lot of things to bobbinate. And that's okay with me. No problem. Because that forced me to go through my whole DMC collection and put them in a bin. Not a bin, because put them in the boxes, right? Hold on. So that forced me. So these are all my 3s, my like 3000s. This is, or the lies. These are all my 9s, like my early 8s into my 9s. Sorry. These are all my 3000s, plus all the skeins that I don't have bobbins for yet. So, and then white to 822. Ta-da! I did it, guys. I did it. So everything, I've been wanting to do that for so long. So that made me go through and realize that I only needed 3 bins. And 2 of the bins are still completely half empty. So that's good, right? Space to expand before having to get, I think I have more boxes around. I just need to find them. I know one's in a cupboard somewhere. Yeah, so those are all full skeins. Skeins. Things of floss. So yeah, so that will be exciting. So that'll be coming in a couple weeks. And then, because they have charts at Walmart, at my Walmart now, so maybe if you're in Canada, go check out your Walmart if you don't have another, you know, Michaels or LNS around you. So I saw this online. From somebody on Instagram, and it was like, pow! So I saw it there, and I was like, I'm getting this now. Yep. So this is Dimensions Owl Trio. And a Gold Collection Dimensions Wolf. Ooh, glare. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah, look at all those light colors on the white fabric. Whew. It was a gold. I had to get it. Right? So one of those will be my daily 30 coming up after, although I told myself that, sorry, my hair's down, I need to play with it. I told myself that I told myself that I was only doing daily 30 for presents, so we'll see. Maybe that changed. I am going to change my focus on March, because clearly this isn't working. I don't know. February just was like a wash. I'm not excited about the things that I'm not excited about the things that I want to stitch all the things, but it's not like, oh, I wish I could stitch on this, you know? So maybe March will be a break. I don't know what this is, guys. It's bothering me. Anyway, that's going to totally be my screenshot, because it's always like the silliest face that you make. I am probably just going to do a daily 30 and a stitch what you want on March, but we'll see, because yep, I don't know, we'll see how my whip go pieces, but I think this is too loosey-goosey, too like the wheel that I have set up. I liked January because it was very, you know, okay, on this day I do this, on this day I do this, on this day I do this. And then this month it's like, I like the mystery, but at the same point it's like, but that's, you know, not what I was thinking I was going to stitch today, because I really want to work on some of my heids, and then I screwed up on Sad Fairy, and I'm like, oh, so Walmart, yes, has DMC now again, because I used to have JP and Coats, whatever that one is, and, but they only have a selective amount, so, at my Walmart at least, and hopefully when we get out and about and on our feet again, we'll be able to go to Michael's and go, because I kind of want a frame of some kind, because I think that would be very good in my little corner over here, because it's out of the way and nobody goes over here except to, I don't know, fix the internet, because this weekend, man. So I woke up on Sunday. Yeah, I woke up on Sunday and the power was out. Okay, the power's out, fine, whatever. I went to the washroom, turned on the light, and it was like no light. I was like, oh, James plugged in the nightlight thing. Okay, so that's working. So then I was like, and we need to change the light in the bathroom. Okay, no problem. And so then I went out to the kitchen, and the oven was off and the microwave was off, and you know, nothing was lit. Nothing was lit up. I tried to turn on the light, nothing. I looked outside my little peephole of my door, my window, or my door and my, you know, to go out to the rest of the building of the apartment, and no, it was dark. So it was out for some unknown reason. I don't know, and it was freezing Saturday night. So the heat, oh, and our furnace is broken. So that's another story for, you know, what happened yesterday and why I didn't film. So downstairs, we have an apartment, we don't, but there is an apartment downstairs that the heat rises, of course. So when the heat was not rising, it got really, 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 really cold. Anyway, so that's that. And then our furnace is broken. So the furnace guy came yesterday around 12. So I got up at 10:30, stitched, and did whatever for, you know, stitched and read for the hour or whatever it was. And then I was going to switch doing what I was doing, but then the furnace guy came and I felt bad for James that he's not 100% yet, so he couldn't answer all the questions and do all the things if the furnace guy needed me to, you know, change the thermostat thing and whatever. So he was here for about half an hour, which was fine. And then he calls James on his phone and says, can you take a picture of a part number to fix our furnace? And James was like, yeah, sure, why not? So he took the picture, sent it over. But no, but not first, because my mother-in-law came over just to... Was she dropping something off? Was that the time she dropped off the mugs? I think so. Anyway, and so the Mr. and Mrs. mugs that we got for our wedding presents from them, they were on sale again at the place where she bought them, so she bought us more. So now we have 2 sets of Mr. and Mrs. mugs. I don't know. What. Anyway, so then she said to us, because we're procrastinators in general, right? So she said to us, well, you better go get that, you know, that picture taken. La, 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 you have to go downstairs and get the screwdriver, and because it's in the car, which ended up being in the office. Anyways, whatever. And then, so we're like, so we have our jackets on, we're ready to go. And yet we're still there talking. And she's like, well, you guys gotta go. You guys gotta go. Like, you I'm like, well, you're standing in front of our door. Like, how are we gonna be like, okay, let's go? You know, like, because she needed to talk to us. So that was that. So that was a good half an hour to 45 minutes of me not stitching. And then, so we went down, we got the thing, we did the thing, we took the picture. And then, so that was 2 o'clock. And then my landlord was supposed to come at 4. He texted me at 3:15 and said, I'll be there in 20, like, I'll be there at 3:40. Okay, that's not 4. So then, just as soon as I got James up and dressed, because he was sleeping, to go over there, who comes up the stairs? His parents again. Love, 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 love. Anyway, so then we're about to head out the door to go meet my landlord on the other side of the building, and he's expecting us, and I told him that, you know, we'd both be there, and yada, yada, yada. Anyway, so we spent time upstairs in my apartment talking to my mother and father-in-law, and then oh, that's his daughter. I was like, who's in that? Anyway, he doesn't normally wake up. Anyway, not a problem. So then it's 3:40, and we're supposed to meet him, my landlord, in the other side of the building at 3:40. And then, well, what if we go down and, like, think about how, because we want to be able to move into a lower location, because walking up 2 flights of stairs is ridiculous. So we had to go meet him on the other side, but by that point it was like 10 after 4. So we were supposed to go into an apartment to see what needed to be fixed with him. So he did that already. His general contractor was with him, so at least he wasn't by himself. But still, I was just like, we were supposed to be in there checking out to see what needed to be fixed, because we're supers here. So, and then after that, so this was 4:30, like 4:30, 4:45. And then after that, I just didn't stitch. I hadn't stitched that. Like, then something else happened, I think, maybe. It was crazy. Like, I was like, I just want to sit down for 5 minutes. Like, and then I watched Caroline's video, her regular Monday video, at 7:30, thinking, oh, it's like an extra one, because she put, like, part 2, and I was like, where did part 1 go? Anyway, so she kind of explained it, but whatever. And then I'm like, oh, it's like, it's Monday. What? I didn't film a, crap. But I was totally not in, and then I woke up with this, like, almost sore throat and stuffy nose, and anyway. So needless to say, I didn't need to spend all that money today at Walmart, because I shouldn't have, but I did because I felt like I needed to. That book. The book. Okay, so the book I'm reading right now, I'm only on chapter... I'm about to start chapter 7, but The Red Queen by Victoria A. Aveyard. Is that how you would say that? Who knows, right? Anyway, I picked it up at, there's a store in town that is kind of like an all-in-one collectible store. Plus they have puzzles, plus they have books. So they have games for the, like, all of the systems, so that makes James happy. And then they have books and puzzles and, like, collectible-y kind of stuff. Anyway, so this was $2, so I'll be going back there again. And then they have a buy 4 books, get the 5th one free, so maybe I'm going to turn myself into a reader again, because I was a reader, but then life happened. And anyway, so this one, okay. My furnace is getting fixed today. They just got the switch in. Okay, so, I'm not really a good explainer of things. I'm just going to read the back because, you know, it is what it is. Mayor Barrow's world is divided by blood. Those with red and those with silver. Mare and her family are lowly reds, destined to serve the silver elite, whose supernatural abilities make them nearly gods. Mare steals what she can to help her family survive. But a twist of fate leads her to the royal palace itself, where, in front of the king and all of his nobles, she discovers an ability she didn't know she had, except her blood is red. To hide this impossibility, the king forces her into the role of a lost silver princess and betroths her to one of his own sons. As Mare is drawn further into the silver world, her actions put into motion as a deadly and violent dance, pitting prince against prince and Mare against her own heart. From debut author Victoria Aveyard comes a lush, vivid fantasy series where loyalty and desire can tear you apart, and the only certainty is betrayal. Anyway, The Red Queen. So far, so good. I'm not going to be like some other people. I do want to go to the next chapter because it is kind of that kind of book. By the time I finish one chapter, I want to read the next chapter, but then that's not part of my, who knows, right? So, I'm about to have to make this video into 2 parts because it just passed 33 minutes. Sorry, guys. It will be a little bit longer before I can post. Yeah, so I think that's it for me today. I am going to insert a... It's going to be quiet. There's not going to be any sound because... Well, no, there is sound. But it's only Charlotte playing in the tube that we got her. It's like a... Anyway. Didn't get her recently, but got her... I think it was originally Lexus's. Anyway. I think I'm done for today. I'm going to start stitching while this is compiling because now it's at 34 minutes. I'm going to go check out what James has to say because I think the furnace people just called, so they're probably on their way shortly. And I'm going to talk to everybody later. Sparkle and shine, everybody. See you later.